Ooh, that's a great question. I would say sports is a business. You got to perform, you got to compete, you got to win. At the end of the day, as when you're younger, you play for fun, you play because you're good, you play for all these other reasons. Stay out of trouble, build relationships, whatever. But the minute you go professionally, or the minute you start playing at a higher level, it's a business. So coaches' jobs are on the line, GM's jobs are on the line, players' jobs are on the line. They got to feed their families. So sports is a business. So that's why you'll see people get traded, people get cut, people get fired, people get bonuses, people get new contracts, all because of how they perform on the field. It's cutthroat. Like, you could have a good season, and then you have a couple bad games, traded. You could be like one of the best players, but your contract's too high, and they want to do some other things because they can get as much for less money. Cut, traded. Everything happens business-wise and performance-wise, and you always just got to compete. You always got to find ways to navigate the system.
And have you faced that personally?
Oh yeah, I've been traded. I played for Philadelphia, Orlando, Kansas City, Portland, and now Austin. So I've been able to sign new contracts because I've been playing well. I've been traded because things didn't work out. I've been released. I've been promoted. I've been won awards. Like, all the ups and downs of a soccer career, I've faced them. So I feel like I could speak to that, but that's just how it goes. You don't feel sorry for yourself. Keep it moving, keep it pushing, and always continue to develop your game and do what you can. As they always say, control the controllables, and that's what I've been able to do. That's why I've been able to play so long. But at the same time, it sucks sometimes, but you got to just keep it moving.
Are you only safe if you're like a franchise player?
Even franchise players aren't safe, but yeah, you have a more leeway, I should say. But yeah, even franchise players aren't safe.
And playing the way that you do and thinking as a business that it is, how long do you think you'll keep going for?
Ooh, I might retire tomorrow if you got a job for me. Nah,
You could be the backup man.
yeah, I'll hold the camera up. I think for me, it's like if it's the moment I stop having fun with it, I'll be done with it. Word to Drake. But I still love the game. I still like playing. I know I have a lot of other passions that I pursue now as well. But for me, it's all about the right fit, and obviously the team that has to want me too. I can't just be, can you guys take me on your team? Like, they gotta want me, and it's like, it has to be mutual. So fortunately, I've been able to play quite some time. I know it's going to come to an end at some point, but for now, we'll keep training. I'm playing every day, setting up the pickup and stuff. So that's what it's all about. Second tip, work on your game, your first touch, your awareness. And I talked about this on a live last week or so. I go live every week on Facebook, YouTube to just talk about soccer. Yeah, when it comes to soccer, sports, the technique takes you much farther than your physical ability, understanding of the game, but being able to have a good first touch, being able to always know what's around you, and then being able to get out of pressure with the ball. So tying back to first touch, and then being able to play with your right foot, your left foot, trapping with the inside, the outside, the sole, the laces, being able to understand control, touch, and awareness, specifically for soccer, that'll take you to the next level. I know guys that they may not, be able to beat the fitness test, and obviously I don't want to downplay your fitness and other aspects, but when they get the ball at their feet, especially with soccer, to be able to play a pass over 40 yards, get out of pressure, make sure to hit the shot, that changes your game, that extends your career longer than anything. Third tip, I would say understand, how can I say this the right way? Understand different cultures, because there's so many different ways to play soccer. So you have the Latino style, you have the European style, West Africans play a certain way, you have the Caribbean way of playing soccer. Understand different styles, that'll help your game. I think from a tactical standpoint, from a philosophy standpoint, way of thinking, soccer-wise, understanding how different cultures play, different philosophies, understanding different nuances to the game can help you tremendously. Everyone thinks soccer in the U.S. is they don't know how to play. But in reality, we do know how to play. and we have so many different opinions, so it just all gets kind of combobulated. Fourth tip. This is one of my go-tos. Availability over ability. So always take care of your body from a wellness standpoint, from a stretching standpoint, from an opportunity standpoint. It doesn't matter how good you are if you're never on the field, and never on the field can you fall in line with staying injury prone. And I know we did a video about that. We talked about that from the standpoint of taking care of your ankles, your Achilles, your knees, your hips, just your whole body in general. Your recovery, pre-recovery, that's very important. Also, being disciplined. So whether it's making sure you're on the field, not getting suspended, not getting yellow cards, not getting red cards, not talking back or cussing out your coach. For the student athletes, making sure your grades are good, because if your grades aren't good, then you're not eligible. So availability versus over ability in the long run helps you. Fifth one would probably be always work on your game. Yeah, there's nothing you're ever perfect at. You can always get fitter, you can always get stronger, you can always get better with the ball. I think that's really important to understand, because especially as someone that's made it to the pro level, you might think oh, I'm good, I'm pro now. But there's a whole line of other people coming up that are going to soon be pro, and there's a whole line of other people that are already pro continue to get better. So you don't want to be in that gap. So always try to evolve your game, always try to improve your game, always try to expand on your game. So if you're good with the right foot, get good with the left foot. If you're good at chesting the ball, get good at trapping the ball with your knees. If you're good at shooting, work on your passing. If you're, work on your deficiencies, and trust me, it will help. It'll help tremendously. I was a center back. I randomly became a center back, and I had to work on long balls and jumping, because jumping as a center mid is different from jumping as a center back. So always evolving your game. When I was playing center mid more consistently, I was working on my long distance shots. Being able to pass differently, over distance, short, mid-range, these are all different things that you got to work on and continue to work on, because people are going to try to take your spot, and people are trying to get better over time. Make money, don't spend it. Your career can end like that. So always make sure you have an emergency fund. Always make sure you have an investment philosophy, and always make sure you budget. Gotta budget. Gotta know what's coming in, gotta know what's going out, and always, the last one, the trick one. So as athletes, we make earned income. So that's what we're focused on. We get paid based on how we perform. Use our status as professional athletes to find other ways to get paid, because you can only get paid on how you perform for so long. Your career can end. But there's so many other ways, and make sure you check out frugalathlete.com if you really want to tap into it. That's my business. We help athletes manage, multiply money through financial education and athlete empowerment. So we help athletes, figure out ways to be smarter with their money. But that's just a little preview. That's it.